Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? My name is Kent. And of course there's gonna be a train coming right as I start the video, but that's okay, I'll just talk through it. See, I tell you what they do, they just blow their horn all the time, all the way through here. This one's coming through fast. Keep going, man, keep going. I don't think the guy ever lets his hand off the horn. So anyway, I wanna talk a little bit more about AI tonight. Kind of an interesting subject. There's going to be a lot more videos about artificial intelligence as time goes on, and I want to talk a little bit tonight about, I watched President Joe Biden, have a speech a few days ago about artificial intelligence. And what a disappointment. Whoever wrote that speech, I don't know who wrote it. Obviously, Biden presented it, but whoever wrote it, and obviously Biden presenting it, are clueless on artificial intelligence. Woefully clueless. It's a typical government response to a problem. They have a couple people, industry leaders, come in and take a pledge stating that they're not going to use this for anything evil or do no harm. And of course, obviously, there's going to be a high level of security with this, and everybody's going to make a pledge. This is their response to artificial intelligence. This is going to change the economy like we've never seen before. It's going to displace millions of people as far as their jobs are concerned. It's going to have ramifications that are so far and so wide that I don't think anybody can even comprehend them right now. And I'll tell you why. Because this is not a snapshot in time. It's not like you can take a look at AI today and say, this is what AI is, let's figure out a way how we're going to deal with this in the future. As a government, as a people, as a society, how are we going to deal with AI as fast as it's progressing? How are we going to deal with it? Today, let's talk about what AI is today. Today, AI would take any medical school exam and probably be at the top of the class. It could take any law school exam, entrance exam, any exam whatsoever, and probably ace it. I mean, so it's already at a level that's smarter than most our most intelligent people that are going to school today, of which I don't think there's going to be much schooling in the future in the traditional classroom sense. It's all going to be done in some other format, but it's not going to be schools and universities. I see people walking around with University of Virginia, UCLA, USC, the big t-shirts, and all this other stuff. We're not going to have those in the future. We're not going to have this traditional way of education like we've had today. It just will not exist. And that's because of AI. So back to the AI. AI is so smart today, it could literally duplicate and exceed almost every human being. And it's matching the IQ. If you took an IQ test, ChatGPT took an IQ test, to measure its IQ, it would be higher than most of the famous people in history. Most of the innovators, the Nobel Peace Prize, Nobel Prize winners, it would be smarter than all of them. And that's where we're at today. And this is the thing about AI, and this is the thing I don't think most people understand about it, is that it's growing exponentially. It's growing at an incredible rate. That's the thing about artificial intelligence somebody needs to understand, is that it was released at ChatGPT, of course, OpenAI, used to be OpenAI, started by Elon Musk and his group, and of course they turned it over to Microsoft, and now it's ChatGPT, was first released in November 2022. Here we are in July 2023. So a matter of 7 or 8 months later, and it's had the time to acquire all this information for the last 7 or 8 months, brought in an enormous amount of information, and then used that information to make itself smarter. And that's what it's done. It's made itself a lot smarter, and it's getting smarter every single day. It's getting smarter by the amount of information that we're giving it. And so there's no way to put some timeline on this as how smart it will be in the future, because it's already exceeding the most brilliant minds in our society, the most brilliant minds in the human race. It's already exceeding that. So where's it going to be in another year from now? It's going to start solving problems that we've never been able to solve. Maybe the cure for cancer, the cure for aging, maybe being able to solve the mysteries of the universe. Right now they come up with this idea of a Big Bang theory, which is really hard to understand, because It's like I've always heard in people talk. First there was nothing and then it blew up. So how does nothing blow up? Usually there needs to be some energy to create something to blow up. So that's the Big Bang Theory. So maybe artificial intelligence solves the mysteries of the universe, because no human being has been able to do that yet. Even with the use of computers, we have never been able to understand some of the mysteries of life. How the universe got here, how we got here, how do you define consciousness? What is sentient? What is it to be conscious? Why do we feel? Why do we have emotions? Why do some people like chocolate ice cream and some people like vanilla ice cream? Why do some people like the color red and some people like the color green? What is it about each individual person that makes us unique and makes us conscious? Our brains are all pretty much working alike. They're taking in information and they're connecting it, neurolinking with other information. We're all doing that, but at a different rate, in a different way, and we all have different emotions, and we have different things that spark what we like or don't like. Why is that? I mean, maybe AI just is able to solve all that for us. Maybe it comes in and it figures out why we're individual, why we are so unique from one another, and why, but yet still similar in the way we are as human beings. So we still think alike, we do things alike, we have the five senses, we have so many similarities, but yet we have so many things that we individually think differently from other people. So this is interesting stuff. My biggest fear of AI, from what I've understood of it, is that the ability for AI to recreate history, literally to rewrite everything that's already been written, and to change it or put it in the direction or the way that they would like to have it read. So let's take the Bible, for instance. I listened to somebody one day and they said that they told ChatGPT, take Genesis, the book of Genesis, first chapter in the Bible, first chapter of the Old Testament, and turn it into a rap song, and along with melody and lyrics and all the good stuff. And it did it. It took the book of Genesis, rewrote it, turned it into a rap song. So if it's able to do that, what if you rewrote it and you said, I want to rewrite Genesis and I want it to say something differently than it says. Or I want to do something different than it, or I want basically go back and rewrite all of history. I mean, it's capable of doing that. It's capable of generating incredible amounts of content, and that's today. We don't know what it's going to be able to do 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years from now. We don't know, because it's learning so fast, and it's already more intelligent than most human beings, or almost every human being. And in 6 months, it's going to be more intelligent than a group of human beings, or a massive group of human beings. And in a year or two, maybe more intelligent than the combined intelligence of every human being on the face of the earth. And that's where we're going. And like I say, this is not a snapshot in time. We're looking at the overall future, and there's really no way to know where it's going or what it's going to do. So this is interesting stuff. And what it's doing right now, and I'm messing around with some of these platforms as far as what you can do with this AI information. It's pretty incredible. What it does, and I'm telling you, this is probably the good thing about AI, is you're going to see incredible creativity come out of AI, because there's so many people that are so creative, but they just don't have the tools to do everything they wanted to do with their creativity. So in other words, let's say you had an incredible idea, but it was for something that you needed to code out in a programming language in order to put it so it could be on the internet so people could see it. So you didn't have those skills, but now you do with ChatGPT. So there's going to be, or maybe you're an incredible artist, but you always envision this stuff, but you really couldn't put it on paper. You could see it in your mind, but you really couldn't do it with your hand, maybe for whatever reason, I don't know. But now you have these tools, these ChatGPT or these other tools that whatever you can imagine or create in your mind, you can actually, if you can speak it or write it or type it, and very soon maybe even think it could be recorded in ChatGPT and displayed in the way you'd like to have it displayed, even though you don't really have the skill to do that. Maybe you like to play music and you don't know how to play the piano, or you don't know read music, but you know what, that's not going to be a problem with these new tools, because they'll do it for you. So that's the good things about ChatGPT or artificial intelligence, is that it's going to make a world where it's going to solve many of the problems that we have. Our aging problem, our problem about what we don't know about the universe, and maybe make it so that, you know, a lot of the things that that are, you know, like I've heard all my life people talk about the cure of cancer, the cure for cancer. I think AI is going to probably do that. You know, it'll probably most certainly will be able to cure cancer in the next few years, if not even in the next few months, to the point where cancer is almost never heard of again. Almost like some diseases that we've had in the past. They're just gone. They don't exist anymore. And I think cancer is going to be one of them. It's just going to be, it's not going to be something that kills people anymore, because we have a way of solving how to fix it, how to do something with it, how to create a cocktail of chemotherapy that will destroy it, or how to create it so it never exists. So our body has enough natural resistance to it that it doesn't even grow to begin with. So these are the things that are going to happen. But when I hear somebody like Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, talk about open AI or AI or artificial intelligence, there's a motorcycle race going on behind me. Tell you, when you get close to the summer down here around the beach, gets to be a very crazy place. I mean, I don't know if you noticed. I noticed a video that I made the other night. The lady that walked past me with the dog, right as she walked past me with the dog, she turned around and stared at me. I mean, she really gave me a really bad look. Like, she was really irritated with me. I was just standing here doing a video. I don't know why she did that, but anyway, check that video out. About a third through the way through the video, a woman's walking past with her dog, and after she gets past me, she turns around, looks at my video. I'm doing this with my iPhone 14 Pro Max, and she looks at my screen and she just kind of really gives me a bad look. Check it out, it's pretty funny. So yeah, I got stuff going all around me, down here. So anyway, I'm going to continue to make these videos. I like the issue of AI. I like the issue of Bitcoin. I like the issue of EOS. I'm still talking about EOS. I had someone the other day tell me, you know, hey, EOS is dead in the water, never to be revived. It's gone, history, forget it. I disagree. I think that my son and I talk about this all the time. Blockchain's fully functional. It does incredible stuff. And I do think one of the protections from AI taking over too much of all the things that we do is the blockchain. I think the blockchain is one positive thing as far as being able to keep some stuff from because it's distributed databases. So the blockchain is kind of one of the kryptonite to artificial intelligence is the blockchain. Although artificial intelligence is running on the blockchain, but I think distributed databases is a good idea, a very good idea. Not having centralized databases, but distributed databases. One other thought I wanted to talk about too. My background, as I've told people on this channel many times, was as a former stockbroker. I was a penny stockbroker in Denver, Colorado in the early 1980s. But think about this with artificial intelligence. What is it going to do to the stock market? I mean, when you have this incredible intelligence, I don't know whether to refer to it as a person or as a machine, but this incredible intelligence that can suck up every little piece of information, all the data, all the historical data, all the present data, all the sales information, all the balance sheet and income statement information, suck that all up, and then look at, you know, everything that makes a stock valuable or not valuable at a particular period of time. Sometimes dividends, right before dividends are getting ready to be released, the stock price will go up, stuff like that. All this, you know, take all this stuff, gather it all up, put it into one consciousness, one brain, one thinking, and be able to decipher the stock market and be able to just really predict it almost perfectly because of the entire encompassing of all the information that it's able to take in. And that's the scary thing, that you will literally have, you know, no more open stock market or no more way for companies to raise money through an open exchange. See, there's another train coming through. I tell you, these things come through here all the time. So you don't believe me? I have not edited this video. I started a few minutes ago with the video with the train going this way, and now the train's going that way. And this is the same video, in the same night, the same time. And that one's going fast that way, the other one's going fast that way. You know, it's amazing. A little bit of a rant here. I'll give myself a little opportunity to talk a little bit about this. This is a really nice place. I mean, this is August. We're not hot. We're not cold. It's beautiful. The temperature is absolutely perfect. I'm outside every day. I never wear pants. I'm in my cutoffs all the time. It's unbelievable temperature. Every day is like this. It gets a little bit chilly in the wintertime, but not very. I mean, it never gets cold. It never freezes. It never snows. There's never a wind. There's no insects. There's no bugs. There's no nothing. There's no thunderstorms. There's no tornadoes. There's nothing. It's just about ideal. Every single day around here, it's just like being inside someplace else. So what it's like being inside your home, that's what it's like to be outside here. Literally, I mean, when I came out here from western Nebraska, I couldn't believe when I went to the schools, and the schools didn't have any part, they didn't have any walls. All the walls were open. The kids just walked around, and they kind of went over here to this little structure, and it didn't have a wall in it, and it was a classroom. I couldn't believe it. It was like, and they walked around from class to class outside. I mean, I grew up in a school. You had to be inside because in wintertime you would be wading through snow if we didn't have an indoor school. But here the schools were kind of like half of it was outside, half of it was inside. And that really blew my mind because you have outside school. So literally we have a perfect climate, a perfect temperature, no mosquitoes, no bugs, no flies, no nothing. I haven't been bitten by a mosquito since I've lived out here. There is no mosquitoes. They don't exist. I don't know why. It's a desert. But maybe it's because of the salt water, the ocean. They don't live in there. But they take this beautiful paradise piece of land, the 5-10 miles in from the ocean here, and then they run trains up and down it like endlessly. So that is our curse. I mean, other people around the country, they've got the curse of heat, cold, wind, rain, bugs, mosquitoes, whatever. We got the curse of trains. That's our curse here in San Diego, or Carlsbad, California. And that's exactly where I'm at, Carlsbad, California. So anyway, we will talk more about this. I want to continue to make videos, keep them short though, because the algorithm likes short videos. They don't like these long drawn out ones. People like to listen to short videos. They want quick information. That's why shorts are doing so well. And that's why TikTok is doing so well. People want fast, quick information. And that's what I want to give you. But I want to give you live information. I don't want to give you information. And I might do that one of these nights. I might take the script. I might separate the voice from the video and take it and put it into ChatGPT and see what I get for it. It'd be kind of interesting to do. And I might upload that video for you. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.